Mr. Creator 724, Cuplex, Landscaper 92, Satanistic Angel, Estelian, Matt Ratzamat, Possum 199, Stino 112, Billman 68, BG Monster X1 Fan, and Strudel Nick. People who are putting bananas in the chat. Thank you ever so much. I appreciate your bananas in the chat. Welcome to a Sunday morning live stream. Okay, Big Derp. Starting with Big Derp. You know, okay, cool. I forgot to press one button. Let's get past that. Oh my goodness me, there's so many things that I want to do. I am kind of really inspired at the moment to expand the base. I think what I want to do is move this thing that's been here for too long and create... Oh, it tells us it's paused. I want to create a mob spawning chamber in this area over here and another source of power, a project that sounds really interesting. So this area is going to get expanded today, but we need to start off, I think, by making some progress in our quest book and also this over here. I'm wondering, should we switch to Ender.io? I know I made all of these, but here's the thing. I kind of want to get into Ender.io and they can do the same job. We can set up alloy smelters as furnaces, and it's... I guess this is upgradable too, actually. Cublex says, don't bother switching thermal much faster. Yeah, I had it in my mind that upgrading Ender.io would be... No! No, you're not welcome here. Where did you come from anyway? Bunch of scamps, right. Yeah, good point. So I had it in my mind that the upgrading would be interesting. Of course, we can upgrade these as well, so really no need for it. Yeah, what we need is a bunch of conduits, though. Start getting those things together. Oh, you wildin', says Aaron Maxwell. I don't even know what that means. Also, can we not now have this? Let's get that going again. We also had someone tell us that there was an easy way to get the Infinity Wireless booster. So if we just look at that for a moment. Right. That's probably not too difficult to make. But that... Drop one singularity and one ender dust and cause an explosion. I mean, is that difficult? I don't know how to make a singularity, I guess. Oh, and you can craft that. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but we'll not get distracted for the beginning of this stream because we know what we want to do. We got a plan. You should have played Boombox, says Cabaricha Wala. I did play Boombox. I was part of the tournament. Oh, jeez. Oakley dokley then. So, Ender.io. Apparently I spelled it wrong. And conduits. We need some of these. We are out of our binder fluid. Fluid? Not a fluid? Jeez. Conduit binder. Let's get a bunch of that going. Excuse me. This is the first words I've said of the day, this stream, pretty much. So my voice is warming up. And we got a noise in the air. Tree here for 45 months saying, hope you're doing well as always. Thank you so much for 45 months of support, Tree. I'm doing fantastic. I woke up early. I worked out. I've had breakfast. Now we're going to stream for a while before I head out of here. So, good start to the day, I would say. Okay, now we've got 7 wide, and we're probably going to need not too many more than 24, I imagine. Same goes for the energy conduits as well, which I might actually have a stockpile of. Oh, look, yeah, of course. I've already got some of those. And I've got some of the enhanced energy. So those are the ones we want to work with. And now we've probably got enough of those as well. And I think that's it. Then we need our ender chests. Gonna need about 4 of those, I think. What was the thing in the middle? Just a good old chest, was it? Should be able to make a bunch more of those. No! Oh, that's ridiculous. That is redonkulous. Okay, so now we can make the next two. Very nice. Very good. Evo Tobias Royale has subscribed. Evo Tobias Royale, I like your username. Thank you ever so much for the subscription. Appreciate the support. So what will get built today, says Darth Annihilus. We're going to work on this project, get that up and running, and then we're going to expand in this direction. So yes, some things are still sort of temporary and whatnot, unfinished. You know, I kind of need to like flow with what I can picture in my head, if that makes any sense. That's kind of how I operate with these things. We are going to need some dyes. Yes, we are. We could use Botania to get some colourful dyes, couldn't we? Middle backpack, eh? For nothing? Okay, that's got to be a bug. That's some sort of bug right there. Also, the quartz, this thing, that thing, they can get chucked away for now. And the zombie heads, that's kind of making some clutter. So I guess for ores, I don't know what colour to use really. Probably doesn't matter too much. I think the dealio is that we have an extraction point to take out the ores. They go over there. And then we have, actually we just use the main input at that point. And the main input is triple black. No, triple black is ores. The main input is triple white. And that is somewhere around here. It exists. Triple grey is mob farm. Triple light grey is an exporter for bones. Yep. I thought we had a triple white chest. So we don't. Also, how is our mob farm doing? Was that full up a second ago? I think we just saw a wave of items coming in. So, I think I'm going to use... X, do you need any help with modded today? I'm currently gaming with my IRL friends. Is it okay to leave? Yeah, couple X, man. Never feel any obligation to be here. Go do what you got to do, man. You go do you. There's one like, don't shoot at me from down there. Jeez. Well, we're getting all of our mining stuff through the channel black, black, black. So I think I might go black, white, black. I'm going to lose track so quick of all these colours. Maybe I should make... If I could find a way to make like a little free colour, like maybe use a banner or something and put it on a wall and then have a sign saying what it is, that'd make a cool little area. Go reference it. And we got a noise in the air. It's the Modded Chicken subscribing with Amazon Prime. The Modded Chicken. Thank you for using your Prime subscription on me, dude. Appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying some modded Minecraft. I've got a feeling that might just be your thing. It might just be your thing. It might not. Oh, why am I doing this if I'm using black? You know, why am I even using it? Because yeah, we never actually figured out what master input was after all of that. I could effectively send all the ores back into the mining chest. Still need a master input one. What other colour? What's the most, like, alarming colour? I think maybe, like, bright red, or perhaps we'll go with lime. Go with lime. So let's get some of these done. Grow them up into 2 tools. Give them a little clip. And then they are 4 each. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is still on the list of things to do, right? Making ourselves a proper Botania farm for the dyes. We'll get there, peeps. Endless amounts of projects in this game. It's cool. So now we've got 16 of each, which is beautiful. Now we will need... let's see. We're going to extract the ores and put them over there. So 2 will have the 1, 2, 1, 2. And then we need like a output and master input. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That is fine by me. So that's us done with the Botania stuff. Let's head back over to our base. He can make vibrant capacitor banks, says Fragb. That is true, yeah. Black, yellow, black. Oh, Mina Lucas. That would be very... That's more like warning, isn't it? But yeah, that would have been a good combination. But we'll go with this. So... This side, I mean, technically I don't need to put them on any side, but I'm thinking left to right is going to be black, white, black. I feel like I'm definitely aiming to shift click. Wait, no shift click? Oh, I'm an idiot. I've missed a step. A very important step. See, I seriously need to play modded Minecraft because this is amazing, says Delta UT Gamer Fan. If you haven't played modded Minecraft before, keep in mind it's not really quite the same as normal Minecraft. Like, it can be quite a different experience and not always too positive. Like, modded has this habit of ruining the vanilla game for some people. I'm not one of those. Vanilla's always amazing. It's modded I struggle with a little bit. But you got to treat it like it's a different beast. Camo J123 is here, resubscribing for 40 months. Amazing. Saying another month fact. The suppressed me too. Kangaroos use their tails for balance whilst hopping. So if you elevate their tail, they would have no balance and fall over. Oh, it surprised me too. Okay, got you, not suppressed. That's an interesting fact. Thanks for sharing, Camo J. You've reminded me that today, okay, today is a special day, as one might say. Today is the 2nd of the 2nd, 2020. So 0202 2020. Wait, is that right? I see some people putting... No, wait, what on earth? Oh, I can't remember the thing. I thought it was like 02020202, but it's not, is it? I'm sure that tweet... Hang on, I'm going to go check my Twitter. I know I'm streaming. I know this is a bad time to be checking Twitter, but I want to see that again. Yeah, some people have found a way to write it differently. That's what's confusing. Okay. But it's not like the 6th of the 6th, 2006. Everyone was like, 06, 06, 06. I mean, if you don't put the 20 in, it's still not the same, is it? It's a palindrome day. So does that mean like it's reflective, like 0202 and then mirrored 2020? Is that what palindrome means? Because then I guess it makes sense. Right, I'm looking for something and I've just remembered where it is. It's over here. Let's get a couple of these and move those chests. Put them over here for now. Sweet, that's all I needed to do. No! No! Oh, that was bound to happen, wasn't it? That was bound to happen. So on this end over here, we're going to have master input. Which I think was actually the one that I used for my ores, but I'm going to end up with lots of inputs. So we need a couple of controllers, one that we can access a lot of, like this. So we'll probably just install a new one over around the other side. And I should really open this area up a little bit as well, I think. Yeah, that's a bit nicer, isn't it? And then over on this side, do the same. Yep, very good. And above that dirt is the swamp, so we don't want to move too much of that out with the old vein miner, but now we can really see what we're doing. Let's get in this area. Just going to clear it out like that. Beautiful, some classic relaxing Minecraft digging going on right now. It's just what I needed. My name's Apparent Palindrome, says Dia Mahara. There's a band called Kayak. If a palindrome is what I think it is, Kayak would be a name that is a palindrome. Because you flip it, like it's K-A-Y-A-K. And the way they do their logo kind of takes advantage of that. So they flip the K at the back of the logo. Eminem did a thing like that, right? With the flipping of the E's. Anyway, right. So now that we cleared out this space a little bit. Okay, that's fine. And a little bit more. Let's go ahead and put a controller now. Just there. So with this controller slave, we'll be able to talk to our ender chests. So temporarily put a block there. Put that below it. And then change that one to black, white, black. And then for input, Now, input we can probably just put around here. I think I'm going to put it there. Green, green, green. Like we did the other one. So now we need a bunch of things. But first of all, just going to chuck away the cobble. Yeah, we need a bigger energy thing on this, I think, because sometimes when I put in a lot of items, it costs too much. We have a noise in the ear. It's Armored Monkey resubscribing for 22 months, saying this is really messed up. Oh well, I want to say thank you for everything that you have done in the time since I first discovered you. You're the best. Thank you for the lovely message, dude. What is messed up? Are you perhaps referring to the closing of my community, my open part of my community recently? There'll be a video on my third channel soon addressing a lot of that stuff on Asuma Says for any of you that didn't catch the last live stream. That's actually up on YouTube if you want to go watch that. Okay, so we're out of food, not surprising there. I need to eat my chicken curry. I had a curry yesterday actually, it was alright. It weren't a proper curry. It was a curry in a service station. I should have known, it weren't going to be any good. Okay, it wasn't terrible, it was just not all that. Let's see. I can't... Oh, no, I got one. So we need to go make some more things now. Upgrades and other things. If we go to the upgrade section, we only have that. However, in our resonator, I believe there is more. And there is. Cool. Let's get rid of this junk. Very good. What are you doing in my base? Look. What is going on? They keep wandering in from outside. Since we changed this lighting system, they have just been finding their way in, and I ain't happy about it. I can't help but feel we need one of those lights down here as well. And I think the place to put it might just be hanging, like, literally off of the top there. So if we put this down, change its lighting mode, it should light up this area. But then I'm going to grab this. So it hasn't changed that and it hasn't changed this. I might not really need this. We'll leave it there and let it do its thing, you know. Okay, so back to business. We need to get ourselves some upgrades. These types specifically, speed upgrades, we'll need 2, 3. Now if I shift click, I don't know if it's going to make 64 or 4, which is concerning. We're probably going to need 1, 2, 3. Do you know, I'm not actually sure, so I'll just make a bunch rather than trying to figure it out in my head. Okay, we're also going to need our stack upgrades. And at least 4 of those, I think. X, you can use sheet metal and laboratory blocks while building. What will they do, Frag? What will they do? Okay, I did not make the transfer nodes. And there they are. Cool, that's more than enough. We also need pipes, which I should have in the backpack. Sweet, we've got all the things we need. Actually, no, item filters. We also need... Oh, it's just called filter in this. By the way, I got a hot cup of tea, peeps. Gonna need a reminder. Oh, jeez, have we been streaming for 20 minutes? Really? I feel like I've done nothing. I feel like I've been streaming for 5 minutes, honestly. How has that been 20 minutes? The time it flies by, doesn't it? Your base is in a swamp, so when there are mobs in your base, you can say, "What are you doing in my swamp?" says Nick. I can say that, can't I? What are you doing in my swamp? Frank says they are just decorative blocks for making your base look good. That is a nice sip of tea right there. Let's have a look. Sheet. I did. Oh, hello. It came back. Sheet metal. That would be good. I'm not going to introduce those blocks into what we're doing, because I got plans for something similar actually, but good to know they exist. What was the other suggestion? I always appreciate some suggestions. Solidarity Phantom says, I got a hot cup of honey lemon, so I can have a sip whenever X has a sip of tea. Well, you better have a sip now, because I'm sipping on my tea. I haven't had a honey lemon in ages. I only ever have that when I'm sick, really. I don't ever have it as a treat. Or just as a drink, you know. So that's master input. It will input anything that goes into there, into that, and that is that setup. However, we'll also be putting in a stack upgrade and a speed upgrade, so it can move things super quick into there. Now, next thing to set up is our outputs, and remember this is from our master storage here. There they are. I had to squint. I was like, where did they go? So we can put that many filters. That's a lot of filtering. I probably don't need to put them all down at once now that I think about it, because these ones support 16 types of ore. Okay, so let's say we start off with just the one. Gonna have to take out the stuffed aubergines. Forgot about that. And then it will put in some more, right? Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, really. Makes a lot of sense. Now, what we shouldn't see is more stuffed aubergines being made because we turned this off. Although, I think the way we turned it off means it might make a few here. No, it hasn't. We turned it off there. Excellent. Okay, that's good to know, because we're going to use those crops for something else later on. Right, so now we've got to set up our item filters, which means in here we've got to pick out some ores. And my inventory is just full of junk, which is not good. Need to tidy it up a little bit. Let's put some of these things in here. Food's over there. And now we need 16 different types of ore, basically. Okay, we got aluminum ore, cinnabar ore, osmium, uranium. Some of these might not actually work. Like, I don't think I'm going to do the nuclear craft stuff, right? Thermal foundation. Well, we got lithium, nickel ore, mana infused, tin, silver. Didn't I pull out silver already? Nope. Nickel again. We definitely did nickel. Mana infused. So we're seeing the same ones again now. Gold ore is one of them. And we need some iron ore. Copper. Lead. Now I wonder if this stuff can go in a smeltery. Gold, copper. Right, just in need of some iron. Should literally just see some around here. Very good. Okay, now what I want to do is double check. So, uses of cinnabar ore. Oh, it does get smelted into quicksilver. Okay. But what it probably doesn't do is it doesn't go into the machine before it, does it? So I'm not sure if we're going to support that or not. I could probably find a way to make that work as well, actually. But for now, we'll put that over there. So we're looking for ones that can go into the pulverizer. And that's fine. Osmium can probably get pulverized. That's fine. Tin, I think we know does. Nickel, we know does. Right, mana infused will go into the pulverizer and produce some gold. Excellent. Tin, we know does. Silver, gold, copper, and lead. So it's just the one we're putting to the side. So let's open up our filter and just chuck all of these in, really, one by one. Copper, lead. We might want to put all dictionary on so that it can take out similar types from other mods. I can hear a bunch of zombies groaning at me. What is their problem? I think there's one here I didn't check. Let's go check uranium ore. Pulverizer. Yep, it makes uranium grit. Which, wait, uses of redstone furnace, uranium ingots. Cool. Right, so we'll set this one up first on its own. We can come back later and do more with it if we need to. So those aubergines shouldn't be getting pulled out now. But they are. What's going on with that? Maybe I shouldn't do that? Okay, people in chat are saying I should set it to off. Well then, okay. Let's see what happens this time. That's more like it. Only the one? Is that a visual bug? Because shouldn't this thing do it in stacks? Maybe there's only one in the system. Yeah, okay, so then all of those things get pumped into here. And there it goes. Quickly now. Quickly now. So it fills up a lot of work for us to do very quickly. I like it. Bro, if I were you, I'll be confused, says Lil the Noob. Well, if you watch the stream and follow along, you might learn. And pick up on some things. Okay, so ores go back into our main storage. We also just got a noise in the ear. It's Talisman Sir, resubscribing for 17 months, saying, I know I say this most months, but thank you for creating the wonderful content that you do. You're still one of my favourite content creators, and I look forward to each and everything you put out. Thank you. Talisman Sir, thank you ever so much for the lovely message. I really do appreciate that. That just makes me want to get back to making videos even more than ever. Jeez, I mean, I'm still doing lots of work around the house, and I'm thinking 1 or 2 weeks and I'll be back to normal, you know. But thank you so much. Appreciate it. Green chestplate modded, I guess, says Graph Normalcy. It's not modded, it's vanilla. We're playing vanilla Minecraft, clearly. Clearly this is vanilla Minecraft. I mean, jeez, just normal vanilla items, you know. Let's stop being trolly and go over here. When did oh, I actually placed 2 of them down. Okay, right. So now in here we've got all of our ores ready to be processed. So what I'm thinking we could do is potentially create 2 channels and have an input channel for redstone furnace for something like cinnabar ore. We should actually have done that. Now that I say it out loud, it's kind of easy in my mind. Although, is it? Because then you need filters to tell it which one to go to. So maybe not. Maybe not. Anyway, the back needs to be blue for an imp. Oh, that's the side, isn't it? Right, auto output enabled. That's okay. There you go. So we change those ones to blue. That's what we gotta do. On the ones below, orange is at the back, which is the output, so that's fine as well. We don't want auto output enabled on this. Or we will let the item conduits do the work. Okay, so let's start this up. We're going to have an extract channel. We might as well make it red. Let's say red we go with. Always active is what we want. And I think we actually want round robin, so it tries and sends it to all the outputs. So our pulverizers up here need to have the red channel on insert going. And then they'll start to receive stuff from down here. Now we can put upgrades on it. We'll come back to that later. That's actually kind of important, isn't it? Let's think about that. Oh my word, there are a lot of upgrades. Dark steel, I see. Item extract speed upgrade, that sounds good. These other ones all appear to be dark steel, actually. And I thought there might be a stack upgrade, but that's something we'll go and make later and put into there, so that's fine. Okay, so this thing needs power, obviously, so we give it some juice, like a so. One there, and this is going to go all the way across this area, along with item conduits. So that one is also going to be red. However, we probably want to use the conduit probe for all of this. So I think what I'll do next is make sure that's got a connection, and already we're starting to do the business. The business is getting done, peeps. Aman K763 says, as Asuma talked about the Asumaverse changes on a stream. I did, I talked about it yesterday. And you can go watch that one already. So yellow is, can I do like orange and do both? And then auto output enabled. Okay, now it's getting it. So I need to set that to orange for the looks of it. No, not that. This one. Right, there we go. It's doing its thing. Yeah, I talked about it yesterday. You can go watch the stream, or you can wait for it to be clicked on Asuma 2. Asuma 3. Asuma says. Yeesh. Okay, we'll do it like that. So we now need an output channel here. We'll use green, actually. We'll just extract on green. Or should we change it to brown? Let's actually change it to brown. Because green's like a default channel, so probably a good idea to avoid it. So then over here, we're going to insert, not extract, on brown. And items should be going in. Excellent. That is it. It's technically functional. At this point in time, it is technically functional. It will just slowly get through all of those. But obviously, we need to expand the operation. So, time for the Conduit probe to make its appearance. Its appearance on the grand stage of things. So, we are in this. We have to shift right click to copy and right click to paste. So, shift right click and then paste. It's kind of hard to tell if I'm actually aiming at it. There we go. Shift right click to paste. So now we've got 2 of them online, and they're getting juice and they're getting power. So now we put all of these in place. And like that, we've built it. We have built it. It's amazing. So peeps, is there the equivalent of a conduit probe for the thermal blocks that we have here? That is what I need to know. I need you to help me with that one. Now these things are all going to take a lot of juice at the moment as they're filling up. So let's go have a quick look at our capacitor bank over here. It's handling it. It's like no problem. No problemo. These things are all full as well. That's just beautiful. Our system is handling it. I want to go and see if there's any noticeable like defects or something acting out of the ordinary. It's still just the one magma crucible. It looks like for the entire system all we ever needed was one magma crucible, but I like it. It looks so cool. You know, in theory it could probably support a bunch more dynamos. You know, 1 through 8, we could have made a whole array of those dynamos all over the place, but lesson learned, I guess. Okay, right, looking at chat as I made a request. X, use red print to copy settings from Fernal, says Minecraft with Aaron. Thank you, let's have a look. Red print. Oh! Oh, I think I got one of those. Wait, don't I have one in my backpack? Yes. Yes. Yes, I do. Use on a block to copy its settings. Let's see if I just right click. Okay, I think I've done that. Use while sneaking to arrays. Use on the block transfer set. Holding offhand to automatically use when placing the block. So I think I now go like that. So when we open it, yeah, it's got orange. Sweet. So then erased, copied, pasted. Very nice. I'm going to erase after I'm done as well, in case I accidentally derp later on. And let's face it, there's a good chance of accidental derpage. Okay, so now shift right click to copy, paste, 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 paste. Let's go down to the end here. Shift right click to copy, paste, paste. Slower, precise aiming paste is what I'm doing. And paste there. Right, beautiful. Look, it's doing it. We're grinding through the osmium now. The next thing I should have done this already, but we should have made sure that everything here, osmium, has a compacting drawer. I think we should upgrade all of our compacting drawers again. Let's go look at our emerald supply. It is redonkulous. What kind of upgrades do we have in here? Okay, we got some of those. So now I'm going to type in upgrades. Actually, let's do that storage. Excellent. So we need to make loads of those. That is not enough, clearly. What other type can you make? That type. Right, and now we need some planks. Log. Do we don't have a lot left, really, do we? This is why we went on those trips to get loads of spruce, and then we found out that we avoided it all. Oh, that was ridiculous. Well, for now, I want to make a difference, so that will have to do. 28 of those. We'll make a bunch of these, and then we can make a bunch of those. Beautiful. There we go. A stack of emerald upgrades. That's a lot of drawers, says Gaming Ass Boy. Yep, it's the way we're doing storage. Just makes life easy. Okay, can I see how many I put in these already? 2 so far. Let's keep upgrading them. Because I want to make sure... You know, what I really want to do is grind out everything to the max. And we've probably got the emeralds to do that, right? Maybe that could be a little project. We go chop down some trees and do everything to the max. Because I know there are some valuable resources like string, for example, that we need to not get voided. I think redstone, wherever redstone is, it needed more because it kind of maxed out at around 7,000. But it's in one of these. And we've got the noises in the ear coming through. I'll be reading those out in just a second, peeps. Anyway, I'm just going to do it like this. Just try and give a bunch more stuff. Some more capacity. And if I see something that I think is just a single item, I should pop it out, really. Like, that needs to get popped out. So does that door. Oh no, the door isn't a single item. A helmet. A wand. It's not the prettiest things to do, but it needs doing is the problem. Diamond leggings. A charm. Yeah, some of these things are just kind of taking up space they shouldn't be. They should be stored elsewhere. An iron helmet? That should be filtered out of the system. A gun? A sword? That thing I'm going to leave in there because I use it. And it will just end up back in here again. Apparently got an ender tank in here. I saw a bone just get taken out, so I'm guessing that's filling up our ender chest. In fact, what if all the bones are being voided? I don't know. Nah, that can blatantly store way more. Right, and I thought there was something else here. That thing. That's the thing that got me thinking about it. This goes somewhere else. Look! You're not allowed here. Bunch of scamps. This actually goes over in this spot. Very cool. Alright. We got noises in the ear. It's Night Elf 23 gifting a sub to Delta UT Gamer Fan 567. Talisman, sorry, Night Elf. Oh, hang on, put the T down. Put the T down. Emergency T displacement. Why are we getting so many mobs in this area? We had none for so long. Thank you ever so much for gifting the sub, Night Elf. Very kind of you to do that. And Delta, you now have a sub thanks to Night Elf. Be sure to say thanks in chat. Get out of my swamp, BG Monster Fan reminds me. Shawnee YYX is here, resubscribing for 12 months. That's a goldie face in chat. 1 year, saying 1 year and Baby Street. Thank you for your entertainment. Thank you for your support, dude. I appreciate it ever so much. And thank you for gifting 5 subs. We got 5 gifted subs here from Shawnee. If you hear your name being read out loud, be sure to throw a love heart in chat Shawnee's way. You can do that because you now have access to the emotes. Let's have a sip of tea here. Space Warrior 58. Hermit Fanimations. Penguinist Styles in-game. I probably butchered that name. Frag B and Mina Lucas R. There you go, peeps. If you just heard your name being read out loud, you've now been gifted a sub thanks to Shawnee. Appreciate your support, dude. Also, Night Elf 23 is also subscribing for 2 months, saying 2 months of watching my favourite derp. Keep making awesome content next. Thank you ever so much. I appreciate it. Truly do. Appreciate all your support. Today I'm drinking tea as well, says Safia10. That is awesome. And we got Audio Starfish 87 for 4 months saying, good to be back, hope you remember me, X. Yes, as soon as I saw the name, I remembered it. I remembered it. Excuse me, burp. And again, oh dear, don't know if you can really hear that. There's like a chest internal burping going on there. Thank you for the support, dude. Appreciate it. Tell the Dead says, just about to go to bed, but I figured I'd tune in. Well, welcome. We are doing all sorts of stuff. It's almost hard to keep up. Okay, just moving a few things into here for now. And then later on, when I can be bothered, I'll filter out those types of items, right? That's turning into a little to-do chest, really, isn't it? Right, we did not put cinnabar ore in. Oh, noises. Ah, yes. Didn't I revise my idea and say it'd actually be kind of tricky? Because we'd have to put item filters in for everything that goes through this system. It's not like I can create a... Well, I could create a blacklist and an... Wait a minute. Maybe there is a way. Okay, so... If I take 2 of these... Let's put them on the hotbar. So if I... Oh, do I have to... Oh, there we go. So if I blacklist on one... That means don't take it out, right? And on the other... I whitelist... Okay, so this one here is the blacklist. Let's go open up this transfer node. That's all we've got to interact with. It's on one channel. That's fine. That's not a problem, okay? So if I put that there, we are blacklisting cinnabar ore. If I take another one of these... Going to need a way in down the bottom here. We have a spare insert channel. So we're going to create an insert channel for blue at this point. And then, with this space... we shall create an extract channel for blue. And that will be our whitelist. Yes. It'll work! Trust me, it'll work. Now, this thing might be very busy, so it might be some time before it allows the input from the back. It means we have to change the back to blue. First, oh, go on, get in there, quick. There's a little bit of time and space. Did I enable it? I did. This thing got any cinnabar in? Ah, that's why. Okay. Why is that not getting moved? Did I... Oh, I hope I didn't break something. We are extracting on the brown channel. Always active. And we are inserting on the brown channel. Is it because I changed this to input? Can I make it blue and orange? Ha! Right, I'm going to simulate this bit. Yes! Yes! We did it! Alright, that can go in there. Yeah, that's the way. That is the way, my friends. Look at this. We are doing the business. Now, let's do another little power check-up because we're constantly running that off of our system. And it's loving it. It's like, give me more. I'm fine. I can handle that. I can handle that. Not a problem. Now, this means we've got to update a set of conduit probes and a set of these. So, we copy and we paste. Beautiful work. We reset so that we can use it another time. Over here, we need to shift right click and then right click, right click, right click, right click. Has it changed it? Also, I'm not sure how far along we went there, so let's just come back. Oh, I see. I'm kind of like looking at the exact wrong spot. Yeah, it has successfully done that. That's beautiful. All right. Job done, I believe. Except, no, not job done. There's one more little bit to do, actually. Right, if I remove that ender chest for a moment, it allows us to interact with this item filter. And it always pulls out the aubergines, doesn't it? Right, I now need some cinnabar ore. Hey, wait a minute. We did a thing earlier that I need to make use of. There it is. I need to make use of this. Aha! So if we go to ore, we'll find some cinnabar ore. Beautiful. Now, we never added these ones. You know, why don't we do a little check? We've got boron. We've got boron twice. Thoron. Lithium. Magnesium. Let's just have a quick look and see if they get turned into ingots. It can be pulverized. It can be furnaced. That's amazing. Wait, we've already done that one. So magnesium, lithium next. Looks like it can be pulverized. Looks like it can be cooked in a furnace. Just going to check all of them, even though it's probably going to be uniform, right? Pulverize, pulverize. Yep, it's all good. Alright, sweet. Well, we'll add those to the filter then. And now we need a second filter. Of course we do. Of course we do. Because we've got 4 more here. Jeez, typical. Jeez Louise. Right, I'm going to put that back in. Then we're going to set up another filter for these new ores over here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. They shall go over here into this one. Beautiful. We'll put in some upgrades of the stack and the speed. And then we need to put our ender chest back. And our ender chest needs some extra pipes. Oh, I should probably wrench that out of here. Goodbye. Job done. Job done. For now, there's still going to be more jobs. There's always more jobs, peeps. Jeez. Don't get it twisted. Right, some of those ingots that are coming back in will need to get moved over to a new location. So, I think what we'll focus on doing is decorating this and upgrading it. Because now we need it to run even faster. Let's look at the situation. The situation is, we got ores. Ores galores. It's probably going to actually churn through it, but I like the idea of upgrading it so it can handle a large bandwidth of stuff. Sorting system of dunes, says Senso Gladine. Yeah, that'd be a very Iskall name, wouldn't it? Extra utility 2's filters can be put into each other. Then you don't need more than one node, says Vren. I know you can do that, for some reason I don't like the idea of it, because then you have to keep filters around for when you want to change the filter inside the filter. And that just would confuse me. Okay, so, what are we doing next? We are making upgrades for thermal. We've done a bunch of this already. We've done plenty of these already. Can I just make them like that? Yep. Nope. Just make... No bronze? Surely we've got bronze. Don't we craft... Yeah, there you go. You've got to craft the bronze. Let's go put the bronze into a compacting drawer. Since we didn't have any. There you go. Now we got blocks and nuggets if ever we need it. I need to emergency mute for a sneeze. Whew. There we go. Right, I'll have a bunch of those so that we can make a bunch of these. There you go. And now we can make as many as we need, which is going to be 14. I was going to say 16. It's not, is it? Because it's 7 wide. What did we just run out of? Invar, really? Is Invar one of the ones that we smelt like that? Yeah, it's an alloyed one, is it? Unless, yeah, okay, I see the problem. So we need to make a bunch of Invar ourselves. Nickel and iron. Right, we got those. I'm going to go put them in our super fast alloy smelter. 1, 2. Look at it go! Oh! Technology! Sharkship Gamer says I don't have Twitter. And I do. Which reminds me, it's time for a cheeky plug. If you want to follow me on Twitter, I do tweets over there. I know what you're thinking. X, you do tweets on Twitter? Are you crazy? Of all the places to do a tweet, you chose Twitter? Jeez, I mean, I tweet stuff. Basically, I mostly use it just to tell you when there's a new video, but on occasion I do tweet out other things. You know, just something I might be up to or whatever, I don't know. There's no plan over there, really. Sometimes I'm like, I'm going to tweet. I made... Oh, too many of them. Oh, no. Oh, no, what a waste of materials. Oh, think of how long it took us to get all those materials together. Right, a bunch of those. We might run out of glass here, or maybe not. 14 of those. So I'm just going to keep keep going, or maybe not. I mean, how much of the blitz stuff do I actually have? A lot? Apparently a lot. If I do some solidified experience up there, we'll get a bunch more as well. Where do I put it again? This one? That one. Okay, so I can actually make... I guess I want 2 of each. So 28. There it is. Then here we go. Ah, we run out of those. Okay, that leaves me one short actually. How do we make the electrum again? Silver and gold. Beautiful. Let's go watch that machine do its thing. Got the silver, got the gold. Chuck them in here and get the next material. X, listen to Dat Void Cat. What is Dat Void Cat saying? Oh, it makes 2 each time. That's cool. X, there is a multi-tool for mechanism. I've read this before. It can instant mine stuff. That's cool. Multi-tool from mechanism. I'm pretty sure this is like an end game thing. I think I know what it looks like. That one, atomic disassembler. Doesn't that? Yeah. No. 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 No thanks. Let's go back to what we were doing. Okay, and we've got to make this one, that one, those things. I think I literally needed one more, right? Let's find out. Oh. What did we just run out? Now we need another. Oh my goodness me. Down the rabbit hole. Redstone, silver, copper. Redstone. Silver. Copper. Okay, go make a bunch of that quickly. And then, I think that's it. We're doing too much of this stuff now. We need to automate this eventually. Silver, redstone, copper. And it's not as fast, is it? Sir Kaiser says, now back to a quality chat experience, please. You want me to read chat more? Is he doing quests? Can someone fill me in? What's happening, says Leonide. We are upgrading a smelting system that we have built. And once we've done that, we are going to start base expansion, I believe. I don't think there's anything else standing in our way. But last of the upgrades to be made, here we go. Pretty sure we're going to run out. Yeah, so we need another 4. 4 times 4, 16. And boop de doop de shoop doop de whoop doop doop. Skibbity pop pop the doop dop wop. Not that again. Not that again, X. Shut up. Stop doing that. They said. They said. Oh, don't we also need to make upgrades for our upgrades once we've added them? Jeez. I think these make the machines faster anyway, so here we go. Love it. It's like music to my ears. Okay, now let's check the power status. It might actually be throttled a little bit. No. It's totally capable. Let's go see what's going on up here. Any power drain? Oh, we can still handle it. It is easy peasy, my friends. We've got the power. So now, when we look in here, we might start to see this stuff get diminished a little quicker. Or maybe not. What are they all doing? Pulverized iron. Now, it looks like the ones at the bottom are actually a little bit behind the ones at the top. Should we help them out by making the last tier of upgrades? Although that's going to... Yeah, no, that's going to go down the rabbit hole again, isn't it? So maybe the top row of machines didn't really need it, but that's fine. So what about the upgrades that we put inside of them, peeps? what do you think is going to be the most efficient? I think we should do something a little different from what we did before. We should focus on getting more out of our ores. So the things we're looking for are called augments. And if we just start at the back, we'll see that there are loads of dynamos, sequential fabricators, nothing related to the blocks we've got, right? Yep. And then pulverizer is what we're using. Or are we using the compact? No, we're using the pulverizer. Increases yields from ore. Additional energy, not a problem for us. Right, that requires you to put a special liquid in, so not that one. Redstone furnace allows... yeah, that's not it. Gain additional output when smelting ores, which is not what we're doing. We're not actually smelting the ores, we're smelting the dust stuff. That's also useless. Secondary nullifier, nope. So it's just these first two here. Increases the chance of secondary product. Or we can... right, we don't really need speed because we've already got a lot of speed. So it makes sense to go with that for the ones up top, doesn't it? And then maybe speed for the ones on the bottom. Okay, so what is required here? Lots of bronze, which we craft, and then these servo things. Let's make a stack, chuck them up there. Let's make some bronze. Now, before we actually make that... whoa! I think what we're going to do... let's not actually make loads at once. Let's make 14 and put 2 in each of them. Oh, we've only got 3. I thought we had 4. We'll still stick to that. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've also got to put those stuffed aubergines away, right? And it's maxed out. Okay. So where were we? This thing? Gonna make 14. And, oops. Going to go put them in the top machine. So we're increasing the output. So if we open that up, we should see... is it now a little bit slower? Additional energy required per operation. So we take a bit more juice to get a little bit more of the additional output from whatever it is we're smelting. So that's keeping up now on all of them. Interesting. The only thing we can do here is speed, but it doesn't even use it or need it, right? So I think we'll do another round of the upgrades and then that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That being said, we might need more speed on the top ones, but we do have one more upgrade and then we'd have an extra slot. So if we need more speed up there, it's still accessible. And that means that we're going to get a bunch more of this stuff. Also, it didn't say it would slow it down, it just said it would use more energy. Look at that, we're starting to make a dent, you know. Rashom, I do indeed have a business email if you have a serious matter. It is on my YouTube channel. Right, okay, so we've got to decorate this. When we finish getting through all of the ores, we're going to sort out our storage system once the deep miners have finished in the miners have finished in the deep dark. Let's get rid of all of that. So decoration, sort out the ores, and then expansion for new project. And I don't really know what I'm going to do with Ender IO. I really want to get into that. Which reminds me, in our quest book, we have an Ender IO one. I barely even... I mean, I've technically done loads of this stuff, right? So this will lead us in a certain direction. Apparently, all I needed to do was do that. Are we going to get a bunch of rewards now? Yeah! Let's claim some rewards, peeps. I did that. I did this too. Oh my words. I did the basic capacitor. We did that. Oh, we're going to get some loot, my friends. We're going to get some loot. Let's see. A hang glider. A hamster wheel. Oh my word. Oh! Now I need a hamster. Okay. Chili dog. I don't think I've eaten one of those yet. Okay, that is a big old drum. It's daemonically... That's the thing we weren't going to craft. Ha! Look at me, I've got it! That is so cheaty. That is so cheaty. Oh my word. Where is that block? I think it might be around the back here. I got no idea where the block for charging things like this up is. It's still telling me I'm completing everything. That's cool. What's in here? Oh yeah, more filtering stuff. Right. Where did I put that block? I can't really remember. We put it somewhere. Maybe actually ended up putting it away. But where would I put it if I would have put it away? Well, I don't know. We'll charge it later. An ironwood chair. I need to make a living room or a dining room or something. Okay. And Wooton soup. More food for the diet. Beautiful. Very good. Productive. I like it. Okay, let's put our foods over on that side. And let's go tidy up a little bit. Backpack. We are done with these and those and those and that and this and them and them and them and them. All go in the backpack. Things to go in storage. Let's chuck these up here. Yeah, things ain't gonna get too like often too much. I might as well chuck up there. Cool. We got our brownstone back. Now we need to go decorate this. So we're looking for some slopes. We're looking for some basalt, I believe. We're going to go with our 5 basalt blocks. And then a bunch of slopes. Cool. Yep, all the way over here. Looking good. Night Elf says eye break, please. You know, it is that time in the stream when we should, in theory, do an eye break. Let's just place these blocks and then do the eye break, right? Okay, we got those to place. These to place. And then we've got that space up the top where I kind of want to put something, but I'm not sure what. I'm wondering if we could use RF screens to kind of have some sort of... Oh, that actually looks really quite nice, doesn't it? Some sort of display status, like how much power is all of this using, you know? Loving the music, says Leonard. I'm glad you're loving it. Now let's do that break. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm looking away from my screen right now. I'm streaming. I'm doing a live stream. I'm standing in my base. I could get attacked by a zombie, but I wouldn't know because I'm not looking at the screen. I'm giving my eyes a rest from staring at those bright lights and straining and potentially doing damage to them. Those doctors say every hour you should take 5 minutes to look away. I said, doctors, I'm a streamer. I've got a stream to do. I'm not going to take 5 minutes, but I will look away for a little while and replenish my fluids. Actually, I'll tell you what, I've got a cup of tea here. Okay. Now, using my peripheral vision, I can see clearly some people are not participating in this eye break. They're on their screens, on their phones, typing on their keyboards. Someone's resubscribing, not while the eye break's going on. How dare you? How dare you be kind and generous to me while we're doing an eye break? That's not on. Okay, that is a cold cup of tea that's finished. I'm also going to take this moment to drink some water, get hydrated. Now, one day your eyes will thank you when you take an eye break from looking at those screens. It happened to me the other day. You know, I was just walking down the street and my eyes started talking to me, and I was like, my eyes can talk to me? That's really crazy. And they said thank you. Right, that's it, peeps. We're back to it. We're back to it. Display says X is a boomer. Sorry. You can take the mick all you like, but I believe in good health, and part of good health is paying attention to things that could negatively impact you. And, you know, as you get older, your body is only going to diminish. It's a race against time, so look after your body, look after your eyes, do all the smart things, and you'll be strong and healthy. The real world got such good render distance. Wow, says Sonic Mac. Yeah, that render distance is amazing. Jeez, have you seen how far you can look if you get on top of something big? It's amazing. Right, we got a couple of noises in the ear. We'll get to that in just a second because I want to type in this. Excuse me, burping again. Oh, trying to hold it down. Okay, we'll make a bunch of that. And then creative screen. And then one of these. Maybe we'll make a couple and link them together. I'm not sure quite how this stuff works. Don't you have to make like a screen controller? Yep, it's coming back to me now. Variable screen module. Interactions. Oh, wow. Can we interact with something to turn it on and off? That would be amazing. Oh, we've got to put this on our mob farm, I reckon. Vector art. Like, this sounds like it's got some interesting stuff going on now. Now, what we would look for is an energy screen module. And I believe the plus requires the original, so we make that. Then we make the plus, and that's good. Now, inventory, not going to use text, not going to use clock. Might as well, actually, put a clock somewhere in our base, right? Might as well make it run from a screen. So maybe we'll take advantage of that. Fluid, not what we're using. Machine information screen. Let's see what kind of information it can pull about what's going on around it. Computer screen, button screen, elevator button, redstone screen module. These are not things that I need right now, so that's it. And those ones sound fantastic. And they require you to make some stuff. Okay, noises in the ear. We got TM Place 55 for 2 months saying, "Hey X, what's your favourite tea? Mine's Earl Grey." Tea, Earl Grey, hot. I like Earl Grey, but it's not something I have very often. My favourite is probably a Sam and everyday, and then maybe English breakfast, strong English breakfast. I really like Asda's decaf. Like, I don't know why, it tastes really good, even though it's super cheap and all of that. I also like green tea as well. That's good. Surprise Tea is here for 25 months in a row. I bet Surprise Tea likes tea. I bet you like tea when you're surprised. Hi X, you've inspired me to make videos, do healthy activities, be more clever about incoming information, and look at mistakes with a laugh. Thank you so much. You've shaped my life in a big way, even if you're just a bodiless voice in our heads. Let's let it be that way. I'll just be a bodiless voice. I like the way you put that. Surprise Tea, thank you so much for the lovely message and the support. I'm glad I can be of a positive influence. It's always nice to hear something like that. Really glad you've taken those things on board. I mean, those things have worked so much for me, you know. It's nice to hear them work for other people. I have a mint medley green tea right now, says Royal. I had a mint tea yesterday. It was gorgeous. Mint is really nice. Okay, so if we plop our screen controller here, maybe temporarily, it gets power from down below, which is awesome. It's also not infused. I don't know if that's really a problem or not. Now, we're going to use glowstone to make this nice and bright. If it happens to go through the screen block or not, I do not know, but we will take... we will go down here, and we will put this in the middle. So if I put a screen there, we've got a readme. Do they connect together? Do they tile? I don't think they do. So break that. Gah! Right. Not powered, so that's fine. Scan. Now it should be powered. Readme, sneak right click for GUI and insertion of models. Use screen controllers to power remotely. So we can put in this. Invalids, that's fine. We can put in the clock. I want to see what it looks like. It tells us the time of day, I think. Large. So that's probably not going to actually look that good anywhere. It'd be nice to have like a big graphic. Then we've got the machine information. That should say invalid as well. Okay, so in order to get these things to work, what we have to do is a sneaker right click. Sneaker right click. Now, I want to see if I can sneak right click that. Or maybe that conduit. I'm gonna try the power cell first of all. It's also the same mod, which might give us a big advantage. Let's also then go and do that one. Okay, so we put in this, and it tells us that it's got full power, so that's not what I'm looking for. Can I tell it to do something slightly different? There is a way in which you can see the power flow, and I always struggle to figure it out. Iskal had to help me with that one time. Okay, so it doesn't, like, do much with that block by the looks of it. Machine... Right, module is cleared. How do I... Dude, what's going on here? Okay, I'm not sure actually this works that way. What if I go click on the power cell? Shift click on the power cell? You see... Okay, that time it did. Right, so it doesn't work with the other type, basically. Let's have a look. So now it will tell us... Ah, that's what we're looking for! We can see the amount of RF per tick it is using. So let's take out these ones, and let's then... Per tick, RF per tick, last 2 seconds, total, current. Let's do 2 seconds. Now, what I'd really like to do is make that information nice and big, visually. Bright, toggles brightness, font, true type, vanilla. See how, like, we need that text to be big, that's the problem. This is actually like a universal thing. Colour for the text. Right, okay, that's fine. What's L? Colour for the label. Try a bigger screen, says Overpowered Spoon. I don't think there is a bigger screen. I think that's it. Like, maybe Creative does something different. Or maybe you have to put them in 4x4s. Yeah, but if we do a 2x2 screen, it's pretty much just going to be... I don't even know if they connect together, right? Like... See, they don't appear to connect together. Yeah, they're not connecting. There's no extra option. Right click it with a wrench. Interesting, okay. That's a hammer. It is... No, it's thermal foundation. Right, RF tools is the... I know what it looks like, but I can't see it. Did I leave it in a thing over here? I did. Right click to rotate machines. Oh, hello. Hello. Oh, jeez, hello. Right, so if I do that, I can have it just like that. Just the number. Beautiful. We are learning things. I'm going to put that 1 block lower. It's not quite centered. It's not as good as using the other method, but I'm just going to take it because it works. Okay, so let's get rid of all of that. Whoops. And then we've got, I think this is the one with the module inside of it. Now we need to power it. Now that it's powered, it's displaying. Okay, and then if I shift right click it, we can perhaps colour for the label, colour for the text. Let's try like red. So just, what do you think, peeps? It's just sort of hanging there that it's... I mean, maybe I could have it floating in front of the machines or lower down. What do you think? Also, let's try change the label colour to like white. Okay, that didn't really do anything, did it? Okay, we're going to go put this in front of this block then. Did it go there? No power, not connected. It's remembered all of its settings, but there's no text because it's not got power. There it is. So we can walk up to it and see how much RF per tick it's using. I think though we go with a different colour. Doesn't feel like it pops. Let's try yellow. That's better. That is cool. That is very cool. Okay, we're going to do more of that. We're going to do more of this. Now this space up here, I kind of wanted to put in a bunch of ores or like something like that, but I don't know what's going to go up there. I think we're going to leave that space for now, but that is a gorgeous little component of our base, and it tells us how much power it's using. That is rad as heck, says Sir Squiggles. Rad as heck, isn't it just? And we didn't even get to investigate the variable screen module. I think I might just research these at another time, because we don't have to do everything today, but vector art sounds really interesting. And dimension screen model, I mean, what on earth is that? What on earth is it? Okay, so the next thing we want to do is the same thing over here. So if we grab the power cell that does all of this area with the module, then we can transmit that information in front of us. So we really need to tidy this up a bit. Now I want to see that number when I'm here. It's something to consider, and I think that is doable if we put a screen there. But not like that. Does this do any sort of rotation? Okay, it can pop it off. Maybe we have to, if we can leave it floating, right, maybe I do this. I break it, okay, bad news. Do that, put that there. No, still wants to, what? Why do you want to do that? Do I need to be like facing it more level? Okay, weird. But hey, we know we can place them rotated based on how we're facing it, so we learned something. Okay, let's go make that module. Machine information. That was actually the one, wasn't it? That was actually the one. So now we'll pop down. Click on the machine. This block is set to power cell. We'll go up here and we will put that in there. That's fine, I think. Yeah, so now we want that yellow, that classic floaty yellow. Not powered, so we need a way to power it. We'll go put this in the back area. And I'll literally just plop it there. Scan one connected device. Round to the front. And look at us. Now we can see, I mean, it needs something behind it, right? Solid. But we'll get to that. But we can see that it uses that much per tick. That is amazing. I love it. Right, now next thing we're going to do is not as exciting. It's time to tune out. I've had enough. No! It blocks me clicking on the thing. Oh, wouldn't it just? Wouldn't it just? Okay, I know where to put this thing. Don't worry. Don't you worry about it. Let's go put it there. Alright, go down. Go up. Click on the thing. Click on the thing. Go down. Go up. And now it's just there instead. Yeah, maybe we'll figure out a place to put it at another time. I don't know where that would be, but for now it's going to be there. It does feel a little bit off-centered, I will say. Can I change that at all? Like, no. No, I can't. Oh, it's still in the way! Oh, it's still in the way! Oh, jeez. Jeez Louise. Let's put it here. Okay, so we're still trying to figure out where that'll end up going, right? But for now it's fine. So there it's just telling us how many RF per tick it's using. Cool. Chuck those away, chuck these away, chuck them away. Gonna eat a little bit more food soon. Might as well put those in here and the screens. We'll grab them another time, the glowstone. And what we're going to do next is grab some cobble. Oh, this is going to be so exciting, ladies and gentlemen. Cobblestone. I know what you're thinking. Cobble hype. What is X going to do with all that cobblestone? My word, I'm intrigued. What are the derps for? What are those derp faces for? Come on now. Hey, look at this. We've gotten through all of our ore. It's done. There's no more ore in the system. That might also mean the deep miners are done. Now, there might actually be some ores still to be processed. That should be on a system, by the way. That should get extracted out of there. Unless it ended up in a different storage system. Because it should go into the thing somewhere around here. That's it, isn't it? Yeah, so that should extract that. Let's make sure... This should, in theory, go into the drawers. And then when I type ore, it should get extracted. But it's not. That's kind of weird. Anyway, this is how I do this. And I should have done it earlier. I don't know why I didn't. But can I pulverize? I can pulverize. I get crushed iron and cobalt dust. And then I can redstone furnace it. So I should have done that all along. Basically. And this means we're going to go set up a miner in the nether dimension as well. Okay, So what I want to do is break that. Then I can change this filter. Okay, now we've got some nether ores in there. Put the filter back. And then put our ender chest back. And it's sending out some gold, and now it would have sent those out, right? Yep, and then they're getting smelted. This is good. This is good. Yes! Automated! Lovely. Daniel Cypher 0710 is here for 5 months. Sorry, 18 months. My word. Saying my wife's boyfriend allows me to go to bed past 10. Hang on. Jeez. Whoa. Jeez. Are you trying to tell me in your time zone that it's past 10 o'clock? X, when it is 20 past 8 PM, it will be 02/02/2020. It will be, that is true. Daniel, thank you ever so much for the support, dude. I appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying the stream and all that good stuff. The zombies, get out of my swamp! They just keep coming in, don't they? They just keep coming in. I think that the lighting we have used to light the outside of the base, and now it doesn't, so they spawn out there and wander in. So we might want to put a few of those lights kind of like on top of the buildings or on the sides. There could certainly be space for that in a couple of places here, I can see. Oh man, this base is so cool. We're going to start working on it a bit more now, right? Let's recap what we've done so far. That over there, wait, they're all running? Okay, they're just sort of stuck on. We've done that amazing project over here. We added that over here. Now what we're going to do, hashtag cobble hype. So big tile. We're looking for some big tiles, my friends. I've seen the small tiles. Where be the big tiles? Big tile. Chisel wall. My chisel's going to break soon. I need another tool, actually, while I'm down here. Going to need that. Okay, so this is our basement-y maintenance area where we don't really care too much about stuff and things, do we? Let's do a little experiment as well, actually. Ugh! That was a terrible experiment. That wasn't the experiment I wanted to do. I wanted to pick up that, and there's some more down here. Okay, immediately distracted. Supposed to be doing something, and now I'm not. Let's go ore and chuck in those, but let's see where it goes, right? Yes, and the other one's gone. Okay, good to know, good to know. Right, I'm going to get rid of that, and this, and that. Did we... Oh, those go straight into them, so they don't make ores, right? Let's continue building out this platform. So this is our basement-y area, and all we're going to do down here is just make a proper work area. So this is going to come out to about there. Now, I think... How much space do I need to wiggle around here? I feel like coming up where this wall is probably the best. Let's grab our other pick, by the way. If only we had some sort of tool, you know, that we could charge up, and then we could just rip this stuff out instantly. I really should find that block. Does anyone remember where it was? Gus, glad you're loving the chill music. We're listening to a bit of Crinkles today. I mean, we're always listening to Crinkles. It's been the music of this stream series. I ain't got a clue where we left it. Unless we did just put it... Okay, let's try a little bit harder, right? We might have put it into here. But I don't see it. So I don't think it's actually in there. Okay, now if we placed it down and left it somewhere, this would be a good place, but no. We also had... I think we might have used it down here. Oh, is it down there? When we had some power issues? No, I don't see it. We didn't use it in there or here. Energy cube, says Nick Mina. We can't put it in a power cell. An energy cube. Oh yeah, I could use that to charge it, are you saying? I'm very curious as to where it went now. Did I leave it in a chest? There's only a handful of chests I would have left it in. Well, the power cube, energy cube, this thing, you reckon? That doesn't do it either. Carl says I saw a 1.16 snapshot earlier today. Now it's gone. I'm pretty sure that probably was a fake thing, as they don't do them on the weekend. You had an energy cube for mechanism, I recall, says the Flying Dutchman. Yes, that's what we're looking for. I just can't recall where I left it. Make a new one. I think we can't make a new one. I think it was like a reward. Let's check it out though. You know, maybe we did make it and it's easy. Oh, actually, yeah, I think we did make it and it was easy. The green cube by the farm. Which farm are we talking about? We've only got a handful of farms. Yeah, I don't know where it is. Make a wireless charger. We'll look into that. Yeah, we did make this ourselves, didn't we? Out of red... Wait, what was on the side of that block? Oh, those things. Enriched alloy. Well, we just ran out, didn't we? Let's go down here and put it next to the power cell. Then we can grab our atomic disassembler and suck the juice right out of there. Okay. Let's see how it fares then. This should be instant mine. It's not. I was lied to, people! I was lied to! I was promised the instant mine. Oh, I'm angry. I'm angry hangry. Jeez. Don't know what's going on there. But that ain't no instant mine, you know. I'll grab that stuff whenever I see it. Okay, so now as we're doing this, what I want to do is figure out where the corner is. So I stand under here, I look down, and then I know that we're going in this shape diagonal. Out to the very corner. And remember, peeps, we're not going for style here. Although I could make the wall out of a different material, which I think actually would be a little bit more pleasant, maybe, you know? Jeez. Just said we're not going for style, then I start stylizing. Typical X. You ain't got a clue, have you, X? Jeez. This would be a good time for me to actually have my thing on me. That thing, yeah. You know what thing I'm talking about. Don't act like you don't know. Jeez. Okay, yep, that looks reasonable. Right, pick this thing up. Take it with me. But clay should have gone in there in theory, right? Clay used to have a spot in here. Okay, so now we'll take the chisel and we'll chisel up. Let's see what we're going to do on the side. Something that tiles well, maybe like connected texture tiling. I don't know, really. I don't know. Let's go with that one. Because that actually is it. Oh, I just did them all. Well, I'm just wasting stuff now, aren't I? Yeah, I'm going to go with that on the walls. So the walls go like this. Ah! And now I'm hitting stuff. Right, same thing on the other side, except now I chiseled away all of my big tiles, didn't I? Of course I did. So here we stand underneath the corner, which is underneath that cobblestone block. And we add tiles. Yep, and then we go out diagonal. That texture looks very fancy, says Satanistic Angel. It is the Celtic. Celtic? Celtic, I always do that. Celtic texture. I mean, I know we've automated mining stuff, but I'm still going to do it. Because that's what I do in this game, right? Let's eat a chili dog for some dietary variety. Where's that block gone? There it is. Okay, so we have successfully come out diagonally over to here. Now we middle click, grab that, bring it out to this corner and drag it around. So now we've just defined like a nice good old space for us to work with. And as you can see, going to clear out this area so we've got a lot of space to work with. A lot of space. Whoa! I'm going to get some of these ores as well. Because I can. And because we might need them. Ah, vein miner. I would like to play vanilla with vein miner sometimes. I tell you what, if it cost a lot of your hunger though, that would be a pretty good compromise, because then you'd have to make some serious food farms in vanilla to get that to work. Right, now we ate the chili dog last time. This time we're going to have some soup. There we go. Kicking up our diversity of food. Now we need some fruit to eat. Next I'll have to find me an apple. Celtic with the C sound is like an S. Celtic, Celtic, I don't know. I'm all confused all the time, basically. Right, over here, gonna punch out some of this stuff. We need to figure out what the ceiling is, what height the ceiling is, really. I don't know where this, like, renovation down here actually ends. We're just clearing out space. So let's start bringing this up. And let's prep it a little bit so we've got some things out of the way here. Like if I go along, yeah, and do that, that's going to work. Oh, squishy mud sounds. Oh, I'm liking this music. It's mysterious. We need to go caving and find demons and dungeons. Shift click with the automatic constructor, says Black Dragon on YT. Is that what makes it go into instant mine mode? Slow, fast. Okay, fast. Aha! Now we can instant mine. Sweet. Thank you. Thank you for that tip. Let's try it on the stone. Yes, it does the stone as well. Okay, that's gone a little bit further than I planned. See, I don't want to go too far past that wall. We're going to link it up to that wall, I think. This sort of down here area. I mean, it's more than we're probably actually going to use, but might as well just make it a big, nice, clean space. And then maybe if we need some basement-like projects, we'll do that in here. Okay, let's get out the old wand. I heard a creeper, and it scared me. Asuma, strawberry ice cream is good for both dairy and fruit. Ah, I thought you were talking about IRL strawberry ice cream. I want to try this thing. I think it's called Halo Top or something like that. It's like this super low calorie ice cream where a whole tub of ice cream is just 360 calories. And like, I love the whole binging on a tub of ice cream. I don't even really eat ice cream anymore, but I certainly enjoyed that way back when. And it sounds like it can kind of recreate that experience without you eating thousands of calories. So I want to give it a try. I'm really a fan of healthier foods in general, really. I had a pie yesterday at football, and usually they're pretty greasy and like you can tell they're not full of saturated fat. But the one we had yesterday was, I think it was like locally made or something. The pastry was kind of dry, and you could just tell it was lighter. And the ingredients just, they just reminded me of healthier food, right? Had a bit of a healthier vibe to it. And so I like eating stuff that is low calorie, yet, you know, it's going to be a healthier choice. Right, let's block that up. Yeah, so there you go. We're starting to tidy this up. Now, I want it to allow us to access the back of all of these drawers and stuff for future access. Okay, let's keep building it up. 1 and 2 and 3 for now. I might just leave the roof like that for the time being. It's this space here though where I really need... Oh, this can do it when you're flying, sweet. Yeah, just around here is where I really need to like get some space back, I guess. Oh, that's beautiful. Can do it while I'm flying, awesome. Ha! More water. Yeah, so up here we need to kind of rebuild the edge of the swamp, I guess. Sathair says, am I the only one who doesn't care about the calories of what I eat? You don't have to care about the calories of what you eat, it's fine. Like, it's just something I'm into. I'm into being calorie conscious because I got goals that I want to achieve, and the way that I achieve them is by taking count of what I eat. You know, like I've got a Fitbit. I know how many calories I'm burning each day. And, you know, I eat some, at the moment, in a deficit because I'm cutting. But, you know, sometimes it's relatively neutral. And not very often do I eat more than I need to. Necro Non-Claim says, if you eat your calories, you can be healthier about it. If you count your calories, yeah. I mean, there are different types of calories, right? You can still count calories and eat dirty food, like junk food and whatnot. You know, like a McDonald's burger is like, I don't know, 1,000 calories or something. And it's, you know, also not a particularly good source of food. Lego Tomb says, I'm still young. I can eat everything while not gaining weight. Yeah, if you're in like your early 20s or a teenager, your metabolism is strong. It'll just, you know, it's not always calories in, calories out. There are other factors, but yeah, if you're young, like, you'll probably find your body will just. My body was like that. If I just think back to what I used to eat, I used to eat thousands of calories in a day, like at least 3,000 a day, no problem. And probably sometimes as much as 4,000 or 5,000, because I used to love eating cheese and food that was just kind of like rich, and I would snack on it, but I'd get like a big lump of cheese as a snack. And now I know, hey, that thing's like, you know, 500 calories or whatever. That's a big chunk of, like, that's breakfast for me these days, you know. Anthony56754 is here subscribing. Thank you ever so much, Anthony, for your subscription. I appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream, having a good time. Peeps, I think what we need to do is move on from what we're doing right now a little bit. Don't you agree? This basement, you know, it's starting to lose its charm. The main area I needed to clean up was this bit right here. Going any higher than this, I'm not sure is particularly necessary. And also, that's technically our ceiling, I guess. So yeah, let's bring it all up to this height everywhere. So that's one more there. Need to do a bit more digging over in this space then. Whoa, that might be too much. Okay, and then I know what height I'm digging at over here. Right, yep, that's all good. And then that height all the way along here. Oh yeah, and I can fly and instantly mine, which is just beautiful. Ah, but not with the stone. Not with the stone. Oh, no, 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 no. That is not possible. Okay, and then I'll probably mine out a bit of this going this way as well. Get rid of that. Get rid of some of this. And that one. And that. Floaty old thing. Oh, that can use vein miner as well. Of course it can. Alright, let's bring the wall up to the same level. 1, 2, and we're looking real good. So, how much of that stuff do we have left? Not a lot. At some point I want to bring it in over on this side, but for now what we're going to do is chisel it all back to the big tile and just fill in this stuff quickly. And then come out like this. There it is. There's as much as we got. I think I'm going to get some more out of here. Okay, chisel all. Swap it over. Nice and roomy, says Burnt Toaster. Yeah, nice and roomy. And then we can put like technical stuff down here related to our storage system. Especially if we start doing some more AE2 stuff, you know. We've just got this big old basement for doing whatever in. Okay, and that is actually, I think, as far as I'm going to take it. I could actually, over time, just take it around this thing here. I think that could be really cool. Let's bring it out by 2 blocks. Yeah, and then we just have that in the middle of the room if we kept making this bigger and bigger. I like that idea. Let's just cautiously do a little bit of that. Whew. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. If we need the space, it's all here already, right? We could just wrap it around there. I'm going to do a little bit of that right now, actually, because I think it looks good. We've got another noise in the ear. It is Reformed Julian. Here for 4 months, saying, sweet, another month in the bag. Thank you ever so much, dude. Appreciate your support. Hope you're entertained, enjoying the stream, and thank you for 4 months. Your chisel is running real low, says Darthanilus. I know. R.I.P. chisel, right? Its days are numbered. Okay, get a bit more of that dirt out of here. Some of the grass. Let's use this thing again. Don't think we really need any of these blocks. They were just from construction earlier, yeah. Yeah, look at that. Bam! Where is the wand? It's here. It's literally on my hotbar. So yeah, moving forwards, we've got like a big basement area under the base. And it's nice and clean, and that's going to help us with future projects. Isn't that cool? You may want to look at that wireless charger as your power tool is running low on power, says Bob Kid is cool. Yeah, we do need to do that, but that's a project for another day. I like to not get too distracted by all the things we could be doing, and just focus on doing some things that are kind of relevant to where we're currently at. Okay, there we go. Tidying it up, right? Tidying it up. The inventory, of course. Tidying up the inventory. Oh, we need to eat some food again. Let's actually try and use something up here. Pecking duck. See you later. Not quite. We basically survived on doing quests for this stuff. I feel like doing a few more quests before we start the next area. But more importantly, okay, it's time for a quick toilet break. I need to go to the toilet, peeps. Count me. See how long it takes me, okay? Right, I'm leaving in 3. Get your timers out. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm back. I'm back. Oh, I feel relieved. Literally. Literally feeling relieved. Whew. Whew. Put in the basement. The future extreme reactor. It's not too complicated. My opinion, says Nautilus. We're going to go work on this project over here next. It's going to be a big one. We're going to do a big expansion. Necron McLean is here subscribing. Necron McLean, thank you for your subscription. I appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Yeah. Do you know what else I want to do, peeps? I really want to do like a details stream where we get a bunch of decoration blocks sorted out inside of here. And I feel like we're getting closer and closer to that because of just how much progress we've made recently. We've really gotten into a stride. Now, I was kind of tempted to do a little bit of quest book stuff here. I feel like making a capacitor bank could be a smart idea as we could expand our storage for the long term. Let's just see if we can bang out a couple of things from there, essentially. So, basic capacitor bank, we made those. That's not the way to do it. Where are we at? That one. Right, but then we don't... Ah, I remember now, yeah. Okay, so I was thinking about making a Grains of Infinity farm. That's what I was thinking of doing before we get into Ender IO. You can use a fire water bucket. Ah. How do we get fire water? If I make a vat and we put blaze powder and redstone in, we get fire water. Well, I was going to automate the Grains of Infinity using a bunch of flint and steels, but maybe we can do it that way. Let's go investigate how this works. Got to make the vat. Actually, I'm pretty sure I'm just going down a rabbit hole now, aren't I? Looks like a rabbit hole to me. Yeah, because I need more Grains of Infinity. Now, let's leave the Ender IO stuff for today, peeps. I think, who wants base? What do you want? Do you want Ender IO or base work? I feel like it's time to expand our base into this area over here. Base, says Bob Kid, is cool. Base work. Exploration, base building. Use a fire starter, says Mr. Wizard. Hang on a second. Hang on a second, though. Fire starter. Interesting. Something in modded that's like a flint and steel, but is possibly infinite. Alright, okay. Hang on a second, peeps. We might actually just do this. Like, what's a quick way to automate what I want to do here? Ah, problem. Make that. Make this. Make one of those. Okay, I think we need a flint to start a fire and signal. Okay, so we've got a piece of flint with us. Now, the fire would then go out on the bedrock and create the grains of infinity. So then we would need a vacuum hopper. Which I don't see. There it is. And we have the means to make it. Then we need an ender chest on the master input. Which I think is lime, right? Lime times 3. Let's go get 3 of those dyes. There's a one-step recipe for dispensers now, by the way, says Mahelvins. What, on vanilla? Is that like an announced thing? Because I know some people complain about that from time to time. Hey, here's another project we got to do. The whole Botania dyes thing, right? No, just Enigmatica 2. Oh, okay. Thanks. Bailey, welcome to the stream. Hey, we got this thing right here, so that is a master input, basically. Oh, I'll fix it one day. One day I'll fix it. Do you know what else I wanted to do? I wanted to make an elevator block. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to put this below here. Right, so I can't go down any lower. But what I can do is put that there. No! You are spoiling my plans! Bunch of skeletons! What are you doing spawning here? Oh, it's dark, is it? Sure, sure. Oh, bunch of devils. Bunch of devils. 2.8 gigs, the size of the world. We're going to go down here. This is where I want the atomic disassembler. Geronimo! Never dig straight down! R.I.P. R.I.P. lava. Oh, he's going to fall in lava. It's going to be a derp. Oh, jeez, it is. It's above me. It's above me. Quick. Oh! Hang on. This was actually incredibly bad. Oh! Oh, no! Put the thing there and stand still and recover. Okay, I know you should never dig down, but I didn't think it would be that bad. I thought I'd be okay. I thought I know how to play this game. I'll be fine if there's a little bit of lava. Oh. Oh, and I had no blocks on my hotbar. Why am I selecting mud? Come on. Where's the real block? Where's the dirt? Okay, I've got to open this thing up. No! No! Oh. Ah. Select. How to... Alt-right click. No, that's not... I've definitely alt-right clicked. Okay, it says alt-right click, right? Alt-click. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. That was, you know, without a doubt, a self-imposed derp. I was so thinking, I know what I'm doing. If there's a little bit of lava, not a problem. But I went through it so quickly. Oh, it's scary. Slight problem then. Am I below a lava lake? Should I use my vein miner? Oh, God. Okay. You know, I rolled the dice, basically. I rolled the dice. And, yeah. Well, here was my plan. It was to put an elevator directly below so I could zip down to the elevator and get to bedrock. Okay, we can still sort of do that to some extent, right? Yeah, look, there we go. So somewhere around here I want to place the elevator block. And I just need to remember that it ain't going to be fun to get here. Okay, where's the elevator block? Alright, that's not so bad, is it? I mean, one day I'll clear out that lava lake. And then we'll be golden. Okay, get rid of a few things around it. Eat some food, maybe. Looks like I need it, really. Okay, so from here I can go find a bit of bedrock, right? I mean, there'll be bedrock around. Why are there frogs down here? Yeesh. I was going to put it sort of directly below, but there's too much other stuff in the way, really. Yeah. Silly lava lakes. Right, I guess we're placing it over here then, where we did this last time. Right. Time for brain smarts, peeps. What on earth is that? 1. Range 1. Huh. Dark fire? Frost fire? My word. Always on? Requires redstone? Always on. Okay, now I don't understand. Hey! Hey, no! What you doing? Oh, it needs power, does it? Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. You don't get it for free, do you? Well, I guess we need another power cell. Luckily for me, we can get back up top nice and easy. Because we've got this. Oh, it's out of range. It don't go that far. Whatever. Whatever. Call it a derp. Call it what you want to call it. Yeesh. Yeesh. Pointless. Basically pointless. Basically pointless. So over here and up there. Yes, up here. We shall put another one of these. We shall configure it to be useful for our needs. The output will be below. No, the input will be below. And then we need to link it with a... Oh, geez, I need 2 cards, don't I? Derp, 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 derp. You need another card, says Daft Boiter. Yeah, yes we do. Jeez. Another card. Where were the cards? Right, let's go link it up. Kablamo. Shift click. Wait, no, you just put it in there. Now I remember. ID 7. So this one right here is going to shimmy the power on down. And we got noises in the ear, and I believe I may have missed 2 resubscriptions. My word, what sort of streamer am I? Forgetting to read these subscriptions. Necro McLean has subscribed, and Shizuku3158 is here for 20 months, saying 20 months, yay! Also, any idea on the coronavirus stuff? Yeah, I can talk about the coronavirus stuff a little bit. First of all, Reformed Julian is here, gifting subs to the community. Reformed Julian, thank you so much for doing that, supporting the community. Very kind of you. If you hear your name being read out loud, you are now a subscriber. Feel free to throw a love heart in chat. You can do that because you've got those emotes now. And send it Reformed Julian's way. Happy Mummy, Animator Barrel 06, Obi Dan Kenobi 1, Aturg, and Mahelvins. All now subscribers. Thank you again, Reformed Julian. Very kind of you to do that. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Let's put this thing down here. Let's chuck in that. Set all sides to out. Whoa. Okay, so we want range to be 0, really. Now, when it runs out, it should, unless it has to be done by the player. And is it just going to continuously... Okay, it does... I think it only works if it's by the player. Now, who told me to do this? Jeez. Because it ain't working. Oh, it has a chance to drop. Right. Gotcha. Well, I'm going to put that there. Chest above it. And set the item output upwards. Hey, got one, and the vacuum hopper would have picked it up. Sweet. So now we are just slowly over time making that stuff. And I just had an idea as well. Just had an idea. So about the coronavirus, I've watched some videos again. I try to I like getting my information from particular sources that seem to be rather rational and level-headed, and from what they were saying, they kind of compounded some numbers together and then came up with some statistics. Corona, sorry, did I say Canora or something? Jeez, Corona. Basically, they compared it to Ebola and SARS, and it is like a fraction of the risk of SARS, and SARS is like a fraction of the risk of Ebola. So compared to things we've faced before, it is really, really like not a big concern in comparison. Now, if you're in the area where it's spreading, and apart all that, maybe it's more of a concern, but you know, the couple of sources I got my information from really kind of downplayed the severity of it. Beanstalk says the problem is that it's really infectious. Yeah, it can spread easily. It's infectious, but it's not as deadly. So it's you know, it's a scale, right? Multiple factors, a bit of this, a bit of that. I don't see what problem it does for me to worry about. If it comes this way to where I am, and you know, I'll take precautions and do what I can. Try and stay healthy. Apparently, it's people who are like young and old are most at risk as well. Like, I'm quite healthy. My you know, my body's immune system, it will be strong, and I've probably very slim chance of like dying from it if I got it. Maybe how ill you get is something to be scared of as well, right? Like if it makes you really sick, that you don't want to be really sick, but it kind of sounds like it's not going to be too big a deal for me. You know, obviously other people are suffering from it and whatnot. Your mama says luck juicy's more canny. Yeah, well, I got family that are older and more vulnerable. That's a good point. What's that thing called again? Why can I not find it? Did I use the wrong input method or something? I'm sure it's called Grains of Infinity. Grains of Infinity. Why am I not seeing that? One person ill confirmed in the area where I live. It's not that deadly, but you can't work while having it. An epidemic will result in an economy crisis. Oh, I see what you mean. Lots of people out of work. Yeah, well, that can be an issue, can't it? Right, did I do something silly? Did I miss something somewhere? I feel like I haven't. We're just not seeing the Grains of Infinity in here. Unless I'm... Oh, there it is. What? Maybe it was there and I was just being an idiot and not looking at it. God, I don't know. Okay, we're going to put this stuff over here, because it can make these blocks with it, which is pretty cool. The Flying Dutchman says viruses and bacteria tend to be either very deadly and rare, or very infectious but less deadly due to evolutionary pressure to spread. Now, I remember seeing graphs about that, talking about like the Spanish flu and other flus through history, and talking about their ability to spread, and then they were pointing at like one type of virus that had a good mix of both that they were fearful of. You can extend the reach of the fire or whatever it's called, and put the vacuum hopper in the middle, says K07. I think it only targets one block, right, is what we were seeing. Let's go check it out before we start this base expansion. I believe it was only targeting one block, so pop down here, mine that redstone, because I like to mine things. I think it only targets one block, so let's say we put the range up to 7. Okay, that's interesting. That was 3. Yeah, no, it probably hit it while I was on 3. There's 5 and 4. So Thor should be there. Question is, when is it going to activate? By the way, I can chuck these things into here. Right, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's targeting one block at a time. So we'll put it on 0 and it does the one in front of it. So if you had something that could just change the range like this, it looks like it would... Yeah, like you want something that's just going to do that constantly, but I don't think it does that. So anyway, there you go. Let's head back up. I wish vanilla had this kind of storage as for. I would also love to see something maybe like this. I don't know how you'd achieve it in vanilla particularly, but I would really like to see something that would kind of help with storage. You know, I think just deploying a terminal, or I think it'd be a bit heavy-handed, but then there must be some sort of clever middle ground idea to just make finding stuff with storage a little bit easier. Anyway, what did I want to do here? Well, I'm going to chuck that in. I don't know what I was about to do then. Let's put away some of our tools. Let's put down our dank knoll back over here. And yeah, we're kind of done with our technical stuff for today. It's time to do some base building, as you know. Now, we were going to build a control room here for one mob farm, and then for the deep dark portal, which I might move somewhere else. And we might have a window into yet another room like this, but we'll make it rather different, this room, on the opposite side. It's going to be for this, and we'll probably send all of the mobs into a corner where we're going to have like a tinker's tool inside of a mechanical user. Let's actually just pick these blocks up to begin with. Okay, so we need a room. I also kind of want to like get a big central thing going here. I really feel the need to do that, like make a big circular central room again, but maybe not. Maybe there's other things I could do here. I basically want this next area though to be really big. So before we settle on doing one project, I should let you know we're going to put 2 projects in that area, and I have some notes. So the notes are power spruce tree, so we need to make a spruce tree and then use an arboreal extractor, a fractioning still. So bear with me peeps, I've got my notes open. So let's add these blocks onto our list. A fractioning still. Okay, maybe it's just spelt wrong. Fractioning still. I think we've already got one of those. Steam dynamo. Okay, add that to the list. And then compression dynamo, lots of power. Let's see if we can figure out what this is about. Okay, so we start with spruce. Spruce. By the way, we had a gifted sub from Anthony56754. Gifting a sub to Taki71800. Anthony, thank you so much for gifting the sub. I apologise for being a few minutes late on reading that. I was deeply distracted. Please forgive me. But thank you ever so much for your support. Appreciate it. Appreciate your support in the community. Oh, well that's a little bit disheartening that the first thing we see extracts fluid from a tree. Oh, this might not work the way I thought. So the fractioning still is going to take the spruce liquid, oil, carrot wine. Is there anything related to spruce here then? Liquefied coal. Resin. It might take resin. Rosin? Tree oil. That's probably what we're looking at. Tree oil. And it goes into a compression dynamo. So tree oil perhaps makes energy. But then what do we need the steam dynamo for? I don't know what the steam bit was about. Maybe there is some sort of side product that makes something here. Rosin is a good power source as beanstalks. Let's check it out. Let's craft these blocks and just see where it goes. Let's do a little bit of experimentation here. Now we need to make one of those. Device frame. Apparently we don't have the things... Wait, what do we have? Things in the corner. Make a stack of those. And apparently I get... Treatise on the principles of ruling. Ancient warfare. I don't know why we got that, but away you go. Okay, so we got the treatise. Wrong word. fractioning steel next. We are missing one of those. Could have made a stack of those really, and then 2 of them. Beautiful. Then we need a compression dynamo, I believe. I'm not sure where the steam dynamo came into play. Tin gear, can totally make a stack of them. Right, then we need the spruce and the bone meal. Now what I wanted to do was have a spruce tree farm in the middle of like a circle area, but it's not actually going to be a farm, is it? Oh, there we go, got a quest. Oh, hello. Got a quest for that. Let's go change this to the dirt. Nope, not like that. There we go. Let's just grow a spruce tree to begin with. Big old spruce tree. Because this is what I kind of pictured being in the middle of this area, right? Big 4x4 spruce tree that kind of pops up and down again. So, around that, we'd probably want this thing here. We're going to need some power, aren't we? Let's go grab that power cell. Or whatever it's called. We got a noise! Anonymous is here, gifting a sub to your boy Yasu. Anonymous, thank you for gifting a sub. I did not know, well, I probably did know and then forgot, but you can do anonymous subscriptions. So thank you, mysterious person. And your boy Yasu, you now have a subscription. Isn't it wonderful? It kind of looks like it's doing it without power. Now, does it eventually destroy that block, is my next thought. And do I put something else in here to make it go faster? Now, this is what's weird. Like, we can't see anything other than this thing here. Extracts fluids from a tree. So can I put something in that boosts it, peeps? It needs fuel, apparently. Well, it's already made 300 resin, so we can craft this over and over again and get lots of resin for free, essentially. Does feel like it's a bit of a something out of nothing right there. So anyway, onto the fractioning still. The output can be auto output, and the input is blue, I think. We can auto input. Or not. Unavailable. Does that just mean I need a conduit between them? That did have orange next to it, didn't it? It did, so perhaps that's not possible. Let's just check it though. Yeah, blue was on that side, so we can't auto input. That just means we put something between them. Some sort of fluid conduit. Some sort of duct. Fluid duct? Let's put a fluid duct there. Now we're going to need a servo. I know how this works. I know how this works, peeps. Right, and now it's got resin. Now, uses of resin. It's not showing me. So in the fractioning steel, we actually need the rosin to make something happen. That's... No, it's not. 200 of that. Oh, power. Ugh. We need to power it. Right, now it's going to convert that into rosin. And rosin is then, I guess, what we put in the compression dynamo. We also get tree oil. So now, what are the uses of rosin? We can make aquachow out of it. Ah, that's why we needed the steam dynamo. So you have that on one side, and then tree oil for the other. Interesting. Okay, so we would have 2 outputs from here, and they would go to different dynamos. I'm starting to see how we could make something with this, you know. Now, can we share yellow and red as an output anywhere? We can. So we could run Ender IO conduits that move both liquid and those things together. Interesting. Interesting. For now, I'm going to set that to red. So we've got the compression dynamo. Now we need the steam dynamo. What is he doing now, says Frag? We're making power, actually, out of nothing, it would seem. So, compression dynamo, steam dynamo. Didn't we already put it over here? Compression and steam. Everything you do in modded seems like an endless rabbit hole, says Sweet Sandy. It is, and that's why you need something like this project to tie it all together. Otherwise you'll just find stuff that don't make sense, and yeah, if that even makes sense. Okay, so yellow on one side is steam dynamo. Ooh, I might need to rotate. What's the thermal one? It's that one there. Okay, so now we want to auto output. It's enabled, and it's got the steam dynamo. Ah, does it need something else? Good question. Is it not that straightforward? It appears to be, but it shows a liquid over here. Do you have to supply it with liquid steam? Anyway, the thing that produces crazy amounts is this one over here. So we've got the auto output on. It's moved over there to here. Right, this also needs something else that we weren't aware of. Tree oil uses. Tree oil, fractioning steel, yeah, uses. Why am I not getting a use for the tree oil now? Because we saw it. Oh wait, there it goes. Okay, it was being unresponsive. Strange. Just says that. That's it. That's all we get to know. Maybe it needs more to start. What's this over here then? Generates redstone flux using fuels and coolants. Oh my words, I don't know what to do now. People are saying water. Where on earth will we get some water from? Oh, I've got a bucket, but where am I going to get water from here? Oh, now that would be very simple to set up. Right, so water. And it's made that much power out of nothing. Wow. Over here, is it also water? And now it's making that much power. So that is just making power out of the presence of a spruce log. That little setup right there. That is super OP. We will have to make another power system in this area. That is for sure. That is absolutely for sure. Right, and I'm not going to do it with a spruce tree in the middle now, I've decided. Since you just apparently need one spruce block in front of it. Like, I don't know why it has to be spruce. Can't it be anything? Saplings. There we go. That is really overpowered, isn't it? And we've got a stockpile of resin here. Now, why did it stop moving across? Or did this tree run... Right, what is actually going on now? Use fertilizer to boost production. Not every tree will be productive. Put down the axe. Well, we're stuck with that much resin and it hasn't come over here. Why is that? What's wrong with the servo now? Change the servo, says Max. Apparently it's disabled. Well, how did we get some over there? Because we didn't actually... Or maybe it was transferring it even though... Oh, I don't know. Anyway, whatever. We've done that. Because we want this thing to power continuously. So maybe observing it and see how many one of these powers some of those. Also the fertilizer. Is it worth crafting? Now, is there a... Let's try it at thermal. Okay, there doesn't appear to be a thermal fertilizer. So it's possibly that stuff, or forestry fertilizer. Sand and concentrated compounds, and I don't know where you get that from, because it won't tell me. There's other types of fertilizer. Sewage, ugh. Scrap and bone meal. Oh, that caused a hang up. Right, a recycler, so power can make fertilizer essentially. Yeah, I don't think we need to worry about that because this seems to be pretty self-sufficient. It's kind of slow. This thing make sure we've got lots of water in here if we're running experiments. And how's that doing for power? Because I could pump it back in. Oh, it's kind of full up. So it's hard to tell until we start draining that power and putting it somewhere else how much it will create from that. We got a noise in the ear from Hanukkah subscribing. Hanukkah, thank you ever so much for your subscription. I appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream we're doing here today. And Pyroburnium is here resubscribing for 20 months in a row. Pyro, thank you for 20 months of support. That is incredible. I appreciate it. And I hope you enjoy the stream. The recipe says how much it creates per full bucket. Yeah. But what I'm looking at, I mean, it's a little tricky to crunch numbers and stuff because you don't have all the information. What I'm trying to assess is just how often are we going to get that tree oil over to here, the resin, and then how often are these going to get used? Because it looks to me like we might need 2, maybe 3 of these for every one of those. So we have to, also we need it to power that as well. So we want to create a little self-contained system that doesn't waste power or, you know, like it's always going to be able to produce power. That extractor does need a whole tree, dirt, logs and leaves, says Talismancer. Ah, that's why it hasn't done anything for a minute. Interesting. Okay, let's put the dirt back. So it's actually detecting the presence of the tree. Very good timing, because I was about to start planning out the next room. And a spruce tree would be a big part of it, right? Why ain't you growing? It's because there's a block there, I betcha. It's because of that. And possibly the diagonal one. There you go. Oops. Alright then. Let's see if it's extracting anything. As of yet, nope. And then let's put that there and see if it needs a servo or not. Right then, so if we're going to have a tree in there, I'm not going to rush into that project then, I think. Because it'll be a little bit tricky. We're going to need a bunch of brownstone here. We need to start making the capacitor banks to fill up that space. We kind of know what we're doing there, to the most part. How do we move this now into a bigger area, is the question. I think I should probably start by mirroring that little section over there, because I definitely want to do that. Okay, time to grab the building tools, I guess. Let's go put some things away, as we're not going to be using these for the immediate future. Some stuff can go in my backpack, like that. Don't think we're going to be using this. Let's craft us up some brownstone. We're going to need lots of that. We're going to need a new chisel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. X, you're crazy. You're never going to use that much. Oh, I tell you, I'm going to use it all. I'm going to use it all. What is the recipe of the chisel? I think it needs one of those, right? And then I chisel. Bam. I chisel. Lord Grey is here resubscribing for 29 months. Lord Grey, thank you ever so much for 29 months of support, dude. I appreciate that. Hope you're enjoying what we're doing here today. We've also got Dat Ryam here for 2 months saying, spoiler, X end up needing some more brownstone. I made 12 stacks, man. Surely that's good enough. Surely that'll do me, right? Oh, geez, we're going to need some more. Thank you so much for your support, dude. Appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying the stream. I think for this new area, we should attempt to incorporate some metal blocks. That was one of my ideas. That's one of the reasons we've set up the ore factory. And it's just reminded me, we actually need to go back to the deep dark and get them running again. Ah. Oh. And I just made all of this brownstone and started doing stuff in the inventory. Okay, we're going to take care of that because it needs to be done, and I'm glad I remembered, you know. Now, first of all, we need some sticks. Once we've got some sticks, we shall do this. Chuck those up there and grab a bunch of them. Wonderful, beautiful, amazing. Okay, I'm going to put a couple of these things in the project chest, actually, because we're technically not using them right now. And then we head over to the deep dark once we've checked up on this. So, it looks like it's moving the stuff across without the servo. Good to know. So we didn't actually need the servo. Alright, into here we go. Will you put mirror flares in the deep dark? Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. We put the other type of torch there. Actually, no, I think we already put some in there. Good suggestion, but I think we've already got some there. Also, I kind of want to make getting down to the bottom a little bit quicker. Let's just get rid of that. So we can just pop down here. What did we use for lighting? I think, yeah, no, we did use some of them. Yeah. And we should have a anti-mob spawning torch somewhere in here, which I'm not particularly sure I want to mess with. Anyway, we've got to move these over. Now, the way we do it is we go 2 chunks in a direction. Right, I really could do with that feral thing, couldn't I? So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 5. I can't use that, not surprising. And 6. We can fit it all on our hotbar. So what we're going to do is go in this direction by 2 chunks. 1, 2, and then place it somewhere in there, basically. And guess what I didn't bring? I didn't bring my thing. You know what thing I'm talking about? Jeez, no, you probably don't. Okay, let's get this set up. 1 there. It's mining 1, 2, 3 for the booster. Power comes from the transmitter. Then we got this. Then we got that. And by default, just need to hit that and put this one on insert. Right, and it is mining and it is putting things into there, right? That's it. We did the job. Now we've got a chunk load. Dank Knoll. Yeah, what did I call it? I can't remember what I called it, but I forgot it. Okay, so what we need to do is go into here, and then I need to chunk load that area. Actually, do you know what? It might be sort of going around these chunks. No, I'm there. Right, we got it. So I'm actually gonna unload all of this. How do I deselect? That's more like it. Okay, so that's the only bit that's chunk loaded. Now we're gonna go grab. Oh, look at all this. I'm gonna go grab my my dank knoll. And dank knoll is it. It is what we need. That'll make it work anywhere, says the Flying Dutchman. What will make it work anywhere? I'm confused. I'm always confused. Whatever. Blaze Farm, says Seven. We've got a Blaze Farm. It's just not running at the moment. I don't know why we turned it off, actually. I think it needed some upgrades, right? Probably that. Probably just needed some upgrades. Okay. In goes the cobble. Out comes the dank knoll. Just going to chuck it in there for now. Right, let's go do that again. Let's try again. Eat a little bit of food on the way. Oh, I feel hungry now. That word, jeez. The Flying Dutchman says the Infinity Booster card for the wireless terminal. Yeah, thing is, it's probably a bit of a rabbit hole to make that, right? By the way, 780 peeps tuning in to watch this stream today. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Be sure to hit that follow button, you know. Be sure to hit it. No, not with your fist. Oh, you've broken your screen. Oh, why'd you do that? Jeez, simple instructions and you got them wrong. I'm messing with you. Anyway, you knew that because you never punched the stream. The screen. Oh, I can't even say the correct word. There's the Ultra Torch, by the way. We found the Ultra Torch. Okay, so we go from this corner, 1 and 2, over to here. And we place down a lantern. We put this right... Oh, my word! We get absolutely terrified. Oh! What was it? Where did you... Quick, okay, we better finish making this. Boosters, 1, 2, and 3. Conduit. Yes. That thing. Press that button. This one. Press that button and that one. Sweet. Now we put down that, and we done it. We done it, peeps. But there's one more job. Claimed chunks. So I should claim those, and then claim these, and then chunk load them. Nice. We're all ready for the next bit. Okay. Okay, this time I'm going to pick up everything from back here. Where is it? So we'll double up a little bit. Okay, that. And then over here there's some more. Okay, cool. Right, so again, same principle. We go over here, then we go forward by 1 chunk, 2 chunk. Throw down a light immediately. Possibly get attacked. And just chuck these things down. Oh, here they come. Let me finish setting up the operation, dude. No! Oh, I've made a mistake. The mistake was made. You better not pick up my ender chest, dude. Insert, extract off. Okay, we've done it. Now the next one will be 1, 2, and in line with that one. So we put down our light. Oh my god, here we go. No, don't explode. Oh, get out of here. Get out of here. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Conduit. Ow! Ender chest. Power. Damn zombies. Configure the conduit. It's always on. It's inserting. Beautiful, we did it. That didn't take too long, did it? You done goofed, says Commander. I done goofed? I thought it was all perfect. Don't forget to unload the chunks where the auto miners were. Derek, I believe we've done that. And now we leave the deep dark and bang our head on something. Claim the chunks, says Zippo. I'm pretty sure we did. We moved them into that space, we claimed it all. The music is kind of gloomy, says Mr. B is cool. This particular track is, I guess. Did you set the conduit to always run on the previous, says Def? I hope I did. If not, we'll go back and find out at some point, I guess. Okie dokie, let's turn off that. Let's go sleep in a bed. And job well done over there, really. It's nice and easy to get that set up. Also, we should see this thing turn on when it starts doing the ores. JB8520 is here subscribing with Amazon Prime. That name reminds me of someone on the Plot World from years ago. Could it be you, or am I getting conflated there? But thanks so much for the Prime subscription. I appreciate it and hope you're enjoying the stream. Hope you're having a good time. Let's get our chisel. Let's get to work. Oh, Carson, have fun watching the streams back. I understand if you don't want spoilers, that's cool. Go enjoy them over there on the second channel. Right. So, we need to mirror what's going on over there for the beginning part. That means a corner block, and then building the frame below. So, we're going to have... Now, was that a 3 wide window or a 2? It was a 2 wide window. And then... that thing goes across by 3 blocks. Yep, that's all good. And now we need some slabs. Yeah, I forgot how many types of different block we use for this whole setup. And it looks like... Oh, we're almost low on them, but we're not. Yeah. I'm looking for a message from JB in chat. X, there are framed walls too. Oh, okay. That's good to know. So yeah, I've got no idea what the roof of these rooms are going to look like really, but that's kind of what we've been using, isn't it? I'll leave a little gap there. And I just want this corner bit to be the same, essentially. And we're out of those. Great. Just great. But I remember how to make some more. Oh, yes, I do. There you go. Whole stack of them. Okay, now we need a different type of brownstone. There we go. Fill all this up. So we've mirrored what we had at the other side. Let's just see how it connected. Yeah, and then it had a streak of those blocks. We can do the same. Now, from there, we're going to bring a new structure out in this direction. I'm wondering, Should we use this material again? Should we mix it up with something else? What's this next part of our factory going to look like? It's a big and important question. It's going to be a big part of the factory as well. I like the idea of infusing some sort of metallic texture over here. The chisel blocks will provide us with many textures. In fact, I can type out like iron, for example. Iraco right there. That's not actually what I expected to see. Ironwood. What do I type in copper? Because we've already got... Hang on, what's going on here? Is there another type of mods that I'm missing that's part of chisel? That's just chisel. Maybe they're just part of another mod. Iron block is what it would be called. No, something's not right here. Block of copper. Oh, right, so block of iron. Or copper. We're not seeing it. It's from chisel. That's really weird. Can anyone explain that to me? Here I am thinking, let's preview these blocks. Look, we can see cobalt, looking very fancy. Look up the recipe instead, says Pyrobonium. That's sort of what I'm doing, is it not? Check the uses of iron. Oh, right, got you. You do the old U. Well, it shows block of diamond, block of emerald. Am I going to see copper in here? Lots of different types of... What wood is that? That's a fancy looking ghost wood. Doesn't look like I get to see it. Well then, okay, so if I go to iron and then we click up here and then click on uses. Oh, look at this. We've got so much to do. But you can see the textures, yeah. So really it's about what colour of metal we want, I guess. What colour of metal? We know that copper fits in. We're going to use that on the inside. What about the outside? So if we go over here and type block, you can see there are some metals. Some are not a lot. I was hoping to get more of this stuff, to be fair. Now that I think about it, we don't have it in a quantity that quite makes sense. Maybe we should have a look at factory blocks then, or other related chisel blocks. I could see something like rusty scaffold fitting in here and there. Maybe that's not the one. Sheet metal, says Matsubu. Yeah, we had a suggestion for that earlier. I wasn't the biggest fan. That one's lead sheet metal looks alright, but it's going to be pricey. Very pricey, actually. So it's probably not suitable. That's why we're looking at chisel blocks. So going back to chisel, we got basalt. Do you know what I think I might go for, actually? I think I might go for this stuff here. The arcane stone. So if we try and make some, we need a thing in the middle from Thormacraft. There we go, and now we can make lots of it. And now my inventory is pretty much full again. Beautiful, just what we want, really. Just what we want. We got Matt King 1993 gifting a sub to the Flying Dutchman. Very kind of you to do so, Matt King. I appreciate you supporting the community. Flying Dutchman in the chat says, don't the factory blocks work? And also says, thanks for the gifted sub. Awesome. Thank you so much for gifting the sub, dude. Appreciate that. Let's click on the arcane stone. I kind of don't want to do what we did with chisel and end up with like lots of different textures again. I mean, I know it's good, but it's also time consuming. Oh, yeah, that would happen. That would happen, wouldn't it? Okay, so over here, if we were to mirror what we did with the wood, we'd have some ironwood just sort of filling out that space, which is fine. Then we could start a structure with this that comes down into the water. And then it would go across at that height there, just to that bit for now. And then I feel like what we'll do with this is we'll have some like boxy type shapes. And then we need like a secondary material to work with it. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, let's get rid of some of these trees, you know. I don't want to damage the environment, I said. Then I was like, nah, bigger base. We could try and keep the ironwood, mixing in with it to some extent. Yeah, here's a problem. I've got a pear in my... I need to eat a pear, don't I? Where's the rest of it gone? Is that it? Where did it go? I think it disappeared itself. Use the atomic disassembler, says Leonide. I could do, but we're alright, we're alright. I need some ironwood. I've got too much brownstone. I can never have too much brownstone, though. I need a bigger inventory. I've got a bigger inventory. Why? Why did no one suggest this already? That's right, I'm blaming you. It's your fault. Don't call me a derp. You didn't think of it either. Oh, jeez. Here we go again. Here we go again. Right, so to fill in the space between the two, we have that. Use steel scaffolding, says Frag. Ooh, that is a nice thing right there, isn't it? Very pricey, though. But we know we can alloy a lot of steel. How did we do that last time? Yeah, I think I remember it was like iron and liquefated coal. We might actually have a bunch of steel lying around then. So iron blocks and coal blocks will give us... you see, we ran out actually. Give us this stuff. What am I doing? What am I doing? I got to remember this. Stand here. Do not leave the area. Okay, I can put the iron back in. Let's go to iron. I grab a bunch of that, and then I grab a bunch of coal. And I chuck them in here together. No! Oh, what just happened? That was a derp. Oh, you rascal. Right, let's put those in. Oh, I see. I was clicking on the wrong thing. Yeah, that'll do it. Okay, lots of... but now it's making that stuff. Graphite ingot. Not sure if I really want that or not. Just get rid of that for a second. I'll get rid of that for a second. Yeah, I think we're gonna use brownstone like we did over there again, okay? Like, it's cool to use different textures, but I don't want to overdo it. Yeah, so we're gonna continue with the brownstone to get to this area. And we'll start by getting some of that big tile in here. And we can start to picture like how this is gonna join with the next area. So break that block off and bring this down here. Just so we can kind of visualize that, right? This is what the edge of this thing is going to look like. So I think if we section this off into these wide sections, maybe put windows in them, it can extend that way, it can turn the corner and go out, and then we're kind of creating a big brownstone box above it. And this is where we might need some better ideas for shape, and definitely better ideas for a mix of textures, but essentially it can be something like that. And then we're creating a big space in the middle where we're going to have our spruce tree and other things. So we're going to try and dwarf what we've done before and make this become part of a really big structure over there. Assuma, put a lever on it so when you can stop it when you want. Yes, solve it with redstone. You're right. You are completely right. So that stuff goes up there. Okay, and then this thing. What am I doing? A lever? A liggity lever. There it is. My word, my friends, I have just fortunately noticed what the time is, because it is time for me to wrap up my live stream, believe it or not. It's been a really fun one. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you everyone who subscribed, resubscribed, donated and cheered as always. I appreciate your support. And what did my computer just do? Okay, weird. We're going to look for a channel to raid, as we so often do, right? Going to send you over to Trooper Joe, who's doing some Minecraft today, peeps. playing in this world of like 7 years, which is pretty incredible. So be sure to hit the raid button in chat. This live stream will be uploaded to the second channel. Before you head out of here, be sure to hit follow. And thank you once again, everyone, for your support, especially my patrons as well. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see you all soon. Ciao for now. Bye bye.